Hello and welcome to Mikia. My name's Michelle Edhouse, and today I am going to have a play with what I have seen a few people doing online, and that is pouring paint over hot glue. Now I'm just doing this on cardboard. It's just a test, but I'm wanting to have a go. So as you can see, I have already done the gluing, and now let's get to the painting. Alright, so what colours should I do? I think I'm just gonna play with some greens and because hey, you know, it's a tree-ish looking thing. So I'm just gonna layer my colours. I've got some copper. You can't really see in there. That's not very bright, is it? Let's zoom you in so you can see, hopefully, what I'm doing. And I haven't put any silicone in any of these colours. What are the colours? Let's do some blue. This is ultramarine. So I've got grass green, ultramarine, blue, copper, a little bit of iridium hue. Let's get some yellow. And what else? A bit more green, I think. This piece of cardboard is just slightly smaller than an 8x10, so as I say, I haven't got any silicone in there. So what I'm going to do is grab some of my dimethicone and just put a drip in there. And let's pour. Okay. I actually want all the glue to be covered. But I don't think I've got enough paint to cover the really high spots. It's a bit of a mess in there. What do you reckon? Let's see what happens when we pop some air bubbles. maybe get some cells. But really my target is to just cover it and see what happens. As you can see, some areas are already being re-exposed. Let's see how it dries, because it's not, I mean, it's not exactly the prettiest pour I've ever seen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when it dries. Alright, so I'm back and it's dry. Look, I can tip it upside down. So it has, there are places where it has pulled right back off the glue. Not many of them, but there are. And that's okay, I'm good with that. Because what I'm planning to do, what I'm going to do now, is to scuff over that with some copper and really bring out those that tree. So let's do that together. Okay, I got a bit distracted then. So what the technique I'm going to do for this is called dry brushing. And what dry brushing is where you take a small, tiny, infinite amount of, not infinite, that's the opposite of what I mean, of paint on the end of a firm bristle brush. Like this is quite thick. And you just have just enough. And then you just drag it. And this is kind of the method that I used on the fairy painting. And see how it just highlights across the top. Now where there's absolutely no paint, I'm going to have to do something a little bit more than this, but just interesting. I wonder what that's creating that. So let me just bring you in and show you. You see how that is just touching. By using a stiff bristle brush, the brush bristles don't drop down as much. And you get just this even depth of colour ish sort of thing, vaguely, you know. So I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. I will be back once it is finished, and I'll show it to you then. Alright, well, that was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I actually ended up grabbing the end of a stick and putting the paint on that, and that was stiff enough to stay up on top of the thing with a steady hand. Needless to say, the fatter bits were a lot easier to do. The skinny bits, they just ended up going everywhere, and I ended up getting out my cotton tips and cleaning it all. It's not tidy. This is me playing, remember? And I got to the point where I was like, hold on a second, this is a play, this is an experiment. I don't not need to have this perfect, but I certainly would do it different if I was doing it for perfect. But it does make it stand out. It's yeah, it's cool, it's fun, and I would definitely do it a lot different next time. How does it get any better than that, really? That's about all I can say, and thanks for joining me for this playtime. And what magic can this inspire in your world, and how much fun can you have playing with this idea? I adore you all. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.